Welcome. My name is Viridiana Ocio, and if you're watching this video, then you probably purchased my Mija Latina Branding Kit, and I'm excited to have you there. I created this kit because I know there's always not a budget at the beginning when starting your business to go hire a graphic designer, and this makes it easy and accessible for you to get started on your branding needs. So I'm going to show you how to access the PDF and how it works and how to edit stuff. So let's bring that up. Have downloaded and received for purchase is an actual PDF. As you can see here, it already shows you some instructions. Step-by-step tutorial is available via YouTube, which is why you're here. But basically, the second page is your Canva templates. And literally, it'll say, click here to access. This little hand will appear, and there'll be a link to send you over there. So if you click on the first one, which is social media story template, click on that. It'll say open in Google Chrome. Now, at this point, you will have to log in if you already have a Canva account or create an account. I recommend having the pro version because if you don't, you may not be able to access some of the elements or fonts that are premium, and you won't be able to create clear, transparent PNG backgrounds, which is very important for logos, especially if you're doing branding. And I think it's like $15.99 a month. If you'd rather not, then you have to replace those with something else or just have a logo with a white background. And that's really up to you, but to look more professional, I recommend that. And you're going to hit edit template. I'm not going to hit edit template because I am going to show you my templates I already have in mind, but at that point, it'll ask you to log in and every template will come up and it'll be editable. This is the story one. I'm actually going to start on your logo, which is editable logos. Once again, open Google Chrome. It'll hit edit, but I'm going to access my version of it because I don't want to mess up my original ones. And I also recommend starting off with branding board mood template. Like I said, you click on there, it's going to ask you to edit template, and that's how you'll be able to access these templates yourself. I'm going to exit out of all of these. So basically, I'm going to have what is three different tabs open. I'm going to have three different tabs open here. One that has editable logos, one that has the branding, and then I'm going to have, as an example, the story one. And the reason is because at first, if you're starting your branding, then you want to get your branding done right first. So you're obviously accessing the logos because you want to create a logo based off templates. You'll have four different ones to choose from, as you can see here. You just want to replace it with your business name, of course. So in this case, say you are, I'm trying to think of a name, Lisa. I don't know why I use Lisa, but maybe it's Lisa Hare. And you may have to edit stuff depending on the length of words and characters. So I would, in this case, make this like a little bit bigger. You're welcome to keep the same elements. You're welcome to replace this. This is kind of like a placeholder if you have other elements. Maybe you want to do like a hair, scissors, something hair related, or another icon that you like. It doesn't always have to be the obvious. We think it has to, but it doesn't. But yeah, you can replace or remove that or keep it. What I do recommend is maybe update it to your own colors. Not completely not necessary, but that's a good idea to stand out and put yourself out there. Maybe you like more brighter colors. My biggest tip is to go to Pinterest to access those. Pinterest.com. I like to look at color schemes here. So you can even just type in branding, color schemes, palettes, or you could be very specific and say you want bright colors, muted colors, whatever you recommend. I mean, whatever is your cup of tea. For me, it's always been bright colors and stuff, but I'm kind of liking this one. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is take a screenshot. There's a couple ways to access these colors. If you want to get the specific ones, there's also these hex numbers that you can add onto the uh, palette within Canva, onto the palette within Canva. So this is where I'm going to head over now to my mood board, and this mood branding board is perfect for you to get all your branding organized. As you can see, once you decide, you can put your logo here, your color palette, the fonts you want to use. This is important because you want to have your branding be consistent all the time. If you think of any branding, it's always the same colors, it's always the same logo, it's always the same font, it's easy recognizable, and that's what you want moving forward. So this is what it offers here. You can put your elements, you can keep the same ones if you want, or replace the photos to by mood boards. It could literally be a house or anything that you like that brings out the mood that represents your brand. So those could easily be replaced here by dropping in your photo and replacing them there. So with our screenshot that we took here of our color, that should be on our desktop. So I'm going to go ahead and upload that from my desktop. Is this one right here. And by adding it in for now, it's not going to stay there. It's just going to be there to activate the colors. The easiest way to activate these colors, say I want to do the sky blue, then I would click my color palette there and then hit the color button, and then we'd hit add new color. And as you can see, there's like a pound in numbers, which is the same one that they give you down there. So 5, 5, 6, 8 AF. Perfect. So that's the first one. And then I also recommend putting it in here. So that way you have it available and it'll be the same exact blue every time. 5, 5, 6, 8 AF. I don't think it matters if it's lowercase or uppercase. Okay, the next one is very similar to this aqua with colors. I recommend anything from like 3 to 5, like 4 is a happy medium. I may not want another blue. I think maybe electric rose. So if I go to the color and then add new color, I can type in this hex color, which is EC1763, and you can actually copy this to save yourself from retyping it out. Enter. Didn't quite do that. There. And then now I'm going to take that and paste it into here. So that way I have it for future ones. I like this lime green for sure. So I'm going to go back up to my color, add new color, and the lime is CDD629. And then I'm going to copy this part, enter, and paste that in here so that we know future wise. So as you can see, obviously, you know what to do. You can always remove this off. I'm not going to continue adding the next colors, but you can choose whatever colors you want. You could even update the fonts for them to be something else. It doesn't have to be the same font as your logo. It could be a completely different font. I recommend it being a different font. This is more of your text that you would have, like say on your social media posts or in general text on your site, stuff like that, that you could use the font for. Or you can keep them the same. It's completely up to you. So now I'm going to head back to my edible logos. I'm going to grab my swatches here and copy, or you can go to duplicate here. But I'm going to copy and then paste them over to my edible logos. And that is for me to access my color palette. Very easy for me. So Lisa can be maybe this, as you can see, it activated those colors to as document colors. So you can start messing around with the color palette you've chosen. I recommend really taking your time to, be in love with it. Make sure that it's definitely, something that you're in love with, and you can play around with different options. Maybe you like this logo, but you want to try a different color palette. You can easily duplicate this and have it be replaced with another color palette so you can compare them and check that out. But yeah, you can definitely mess around with anything from 2 to 3 colors. It's really your logo. It's up to you. So we have here your new logo with your name updated. Let's try to do the greens. I'm not going to mess around with it too much. You could do that with all the other logos too. You have to obviously decide on one and then update your name on it and move things around however you want. But we're gonna, for now, for the sake of the video, is just say, hey, I like this logo here. Actually, the first one because it's updated. Once we are decided on a logo, we spent some time really thinking about it. I would now go to share, download, and we don't want to download all five. So I'm going to remove select all, and I'm going to select page one. Now, here's the difference between a paid Canva and a non-paid one is paid, you can download a transparent background, which is what you want. Because when you place them, whether it's on a business card, place it on your flyers, your mood board, it will have a white background if you don't pay for the subscription. If you do pay for it, you'll have a transparent one, and that's when you do want to activate transparent background. So download, take that to the desktop. I would actually update the name, maybe it's like Lisa Hair logo, save, and then where it says here, delete, excuse me, I'm gonna delete your logo text and then upload my actual logo. So Lisa Hair logo and place that into the document. And you can start seeing it becomes your own branding. Maybe like the background could just be white. But Lisa Hair, there she goes. And that's just a way to have all your elements. Once you've decided all that, then there is this little brand button over here that you can upload your logos, you can upload your colors, your fonts, and then you don't have to go back and forth between documents or anything like that. You can have it all the time, but it's always handy to have one of these, especially if you have another designer creating other stuff for you or anybody else. Like these are my colors, these are my fonts, et cetera, et cetera. So now you have all your stuff ready for your flyer. So you're doing a story giveaway. Like I said, you go to branding and you can update your colors and everything. You can upload your logo, replace them there. Put it up there. Maybe for this branding, you do a white or add another color. That's a good option. And then type in your text, whatever that is. Oh, type in your text, which, or sorry, not up. You can update the colors so that they reflect your branding, and you can update the photos, and now you have your own branding on there. So it's very easy to edit these. Once you're ready to share something, you're going to go to share, download, and you can do a PNG. That's perfectly fine. It doesn't have to be a transparent background for sharing flyers, etc., like that. Just always keep in mind that it will download everything, pages one, two, and three. So you might want to unselect the one you don't want if you're only wanting to use one at the time. Well, perfect. Well, let me know if you want to see any other stuff that you want to edit. I think this is definitely a good start for you. I'm super excited. If you have any questions or run into any issues, you can go ahead and email me at viridianagraphicdesigns@gmail.com. I'm excited for your purchase. And if you want to see more tips and tricks, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hasta luego.